Hey everybody, welcome back to the PopKa Podcast, because sometimes pop culture makes us want to drink even more. And I have my buddy here, and I have my good old patron here, TeaDevil, and I'm TheGamingCentaur. I introduced him first because basically, he's already drunk already, I'm going to say. So before we just get into the nitty gritty of the topics that we want to talk about for today, let's just start off with the usual. How are you doing? How are you doing, TeaDevil?
I'm doing pretty good. Is
that it?
No. No, doing pretty good. I'm gonna have to be starting I have to start school next week, but I'll still be able to podcast with you and get some shit done.
And oh no, it's almost like I'm already starting college already. Oh, the horror. Oh, don't worry. I bet you do fine. I know I had a bit of a scare like this week, at least on Thursday. So, yeah, just hopefully you'll get through it. See anything like interesting at all?
Anything new? Well, I did watch some interesting situation, but that'll be the subject for my topic. Unless you want to start one of yours.
Not yet. The topics you did give me, they're all very like loose. I guess the only thing I would like to say is let me start off with mine before you get to your main topics, I guess.
Yeah, no biggie.
All right. I guess for me, like, again, I just started college, and like Saturday I had sort of the biggest scare in my life, I would say. Also, if you hear like people in the background, that's my roommates. They're watching like Venture Brothers, so apologies for any hearing of the outside world.
Yeah, no biggie.
So yeah, I had that bit of a worry. And luckily, I was able to change that one class to something else. Apparently, this teacher actually got a 1 on Rate My Teacher or Rate My Tutor or whatever. Like, a 1 for this class. And someone told me that basically her tests are really hard. Welcome to hell. So my mood was completely like not good at all. So.
Oh, that's definitely not good.
Yeah. So basically, like, I'm slowly getting everything settled in now. I have a feeling that later on it will pick up and it will get hard to do, like streaming and whatnot. Which is sort of why I'm doing this sort of big weekend of like stream. I know, like, tomorrow I'm going to do an early stream where I actually work on sort of like something for about 2-3 hours.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
But before all that, I spent more than $100 on manga before college classes even started.
$100?
I need help.
Stop.
But the good thing is, I finally got the fucking final volume of Chapter 2 of Ray Zero, the one that sort of introduces Rem and why everyone thinks he is best girl. I get why, but the journey there felt too, I guess, long for me. I guess it didn't really, I guess, Sora as the best character, especially early on. Like, what the fuck was wrong? But there's other things I got, like more Ancient Magus Bride, Species Domain, and Noragami. I'm picking that up, and also a one shot of Ruby manga. Which honestly, if you guys prefer like before Volume 4, even before the midpoint of Volume 3, I definitely recommend getting the Ruby standalone manga.
That'll be good. Yeah.
And also it kind of gives me another like big reason to that I should do like a video about doing like one-off mangas mainly.
Usually the one-off mangas are very good ones, I heard.
Yeah, they are, but the problem is that there's not many of them out there. Like, feels like it's mainly dominated by at least volume after volume, which I wish that wasn't the case, but I understand sort of why.
And then you have the Doujins. Doujins, I think they're called.
Doujins, what the bloody hell? Doujins?
Well, they're like think of them as how should I say this? Like independent, like artists. Those ones.
They're self-published. They're basically like self-published works, and most of them kind of involve the allude. Welcome to Japan.
Yeah, I mean, at least they're entertaining.
Yeah. Then again, and actually, it kind of made myself even worse because I bought another volume of Noragami today and 2 other volumes of Maggie or Magi because I had to go get art supplies.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and so I was like, hey, I spent about, close to $200 today. I can spend some more. What's that gonna do? Put me in debt? Nah. But other than that, I haven't really... Actually, the only, chance of anime that I've been able to watch, I don't watch, Western TV shows these days. I don't watch, I don't pay attention to most, stuff in theaters these days because I'll guess I'll go into why during one of my main points that I want to bring up today. But I did watch Boruto's Boruto's Dad's Son. There we go.
Yeah.
Yes. Here's the interesting thing about Boruto. It's surprisingly good, and I didn't expect it to be good. I only saw the first 2 episodes, and honestly, I was fine with that because I had to wake up early the next day. But even then, there was still this energy to it that I kind of miss seeing in the old Naruto's. But I will say that one of the characters is basically the Pokédex.
Pokédex.
Yes, and want to know how I know that?
Oh, how?
In episode 2, he explained what chakra is. In a school full of ninja.
Huh.
No, just wrap your head around that. You have this genius kid with a laptop on him. They're all, there's 2 ninjas fighting because 2 kids got into a disagreement. And so basically it's while in the middle of it, hey, what is chakra? Let me look it up when you're supposed to know already, you stupid fuck. So that got a big laugh out of me. And now that we're sort of in this whole anime, I guess, nonsense, I'll kick the bucket back off to you.
Okay. On the subjects or what was going on mine?
No. Wait, I thought your subject was what's going on with you right now.
Oh, well, again, not too much. All I know is that pretty much I am watching some animes as well. I just started talk about one subject here yet, but I've been starting to watch some random shows that set up. And I was like, oh sure. One of them was Made in Abyss.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's because Made in Abyss became just for Amazon Prime Video, right?
I think so, but I watched a little bit of it. Don't tell me how. Just kidding. It's pretty simple, but I was like, oh, this looks good. It could be fun. After I just binged all the episodes, I'm just like, I feel dead inside. Because it's a great anime, but it's there's some point you're just like, I don't want to cry.
So is it it's the try not to cry challenge?
Yeah, sorta.
So now I just imagine you as Markiplier just trying not to cry as you've seen some tear-jerking scene.
No, it's just oh, these are cool characters. Just in one, I'm not gonna spoil, but it's just in one episode. I'm just like, oh no. I just felt my heart. It's one of those things where your heart just breaks situations. Oh.
So what you're saying? It's my kind of show.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll get into that, I guess, in a different a different podcast. But let's just say that I do not treat my characters quite well.
Can't blame. Yeah, I can't blame you on that. I got a little bit of that from you. Evil. Okay.
I know we talk about this later, but I'm developing an evil goddamn laugh.
Oh no, can't blame you on that.
I'm going to be evil. Anyways, what else have you been watching, reading, etc.?
Well, again, I am gonna talk about one anime. Mm-hmm. But it's part of the topic, so I don't know if you want me to start the topics now or.
Well, it depends. Do you have more to talk about?
Nah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, then yeah, go on to the topics.
Okay, so what the topic I'm talking about is I can't participate. Sorry, Gio. So pretty much there is a anime that people it was before it was an anime. It was pretty much a meme that turned into an anime. Do you want to guess what type of anime I'm talking about?
I'm actually looking at the topic, so you might as well. Do you want me to guess, or do you want me to make a spot on guess, or do you just want to say it because I'm cheating?
Yeah, you're cheating. Yeah, meh. Okay, so people know about. I think most people know about this. It's Pop Team Epic. Yeah, Pop Team Epic. So,
I've seen at least one episode of the series, and it's honestly, if you're having a bad day and you like shit posting, put that on. And make sure to have the male voice actor playing.
Yeah, it's very interesting too about it as well, because it's each episode is a different voice actor, both male and female.
Actually, if I remember correctly, it's not that each episode is different. It's like each half of an episode has a different voice actor, right?
Yeah, because one half it's pretty much somewhat identical, but with little differences. It's just the voice actors are one half is male, one half is the female, and that's actually very interesting too. It's that's actually pretty good too, because you kind of see the voice actor is this and that. So
it also kind of, I feel like, plays the expectation of it, because especially with the opening of the first episode.
Oh yeah, that was a big giant troll. It was just oh hey, I knew that, and what the fuck?
It's it looked like a generic pop idol harem with
type of thing.
Mascot, and then it's not.
Yeah, it's it looks genuinely like that, and then it's just not. But the thing is though, is that it was supposed to have been scheduled for April Fool as well.
Really?
Yeah, but due to being delayed, it was kind of
Actually, I remember hearing the director didn't know what the hell to do with Pop Team Epic, and had to hire in the creator to help out. Nonsense.
I heard about that actually. Yeah. Yeah.
And honestly, I feel like it paid off, especially with the Devils having a fidget spinner.
Sorry, what?
Wait, you remember the I guess the break-in scene that sort of plays I guess a bit of a bit of a parody of Guardians of the Galaxy?
Oh yeah, the one. Yeah, that was funny, and then it was to the moment where it's oh, evil people have been at that point. It's wait, is that what I think it is?
It's a fucking fidget spinner.
It's just it's what makes sense too, because Pop Team Epic is pretty much poking fun at pop culture.
Yeah, it's but instead of poking fun at it, we instead just drink to it.
Super dry. No, it was Masashi super dry. That was it. That was fucking amazing.
Do you?
Toyo.
The other thing about it is like the art of it as
it.
well. Like the like the hands, just like the expressions. It can get like bold. It can get, but it has this that like I guess uncanny kind of bold to it. If that makes any sense. Like it doesn't really fit there, but that's more for the comical purpose.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, is that what I also like, the thing is I really like about this like skits anime show is it's not a cohesive like it's just one type of animation. Like there's of course that popular hand drawn one.
Yeah.
But then there's like parts where it can be like it's a 2D, you know, the 3D and little animations and whatnot, or the poorly made like skits, poorly made drawn one skits, which is kind of like what the heck. but it's still entertaining in a way too. So the thing is, it's interesting as well because it not only gives you a diversity of voice actors and like poking fun at pop culture, but also gives you these varieties of animations as well. So
and it kind of also plays. I don't know if we talked about this as well, but how it just plays with just pop culture in general.
Yes, pretty much. It just
like,
plays with pop culture.
I mentioned Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't mention the like Your Name one, which is this is hilarious to me. The sun setting down. And then it just goes, it's a me, and then it just turns to a nuke instead.
Oh, yeah.
I know I just explained, like, one of the jokes, but it's just, oh my god. It is the best kind of fever dream. One of the most interesting parts about this, too, is that, Sentai Filmworks announced a simulcast for High Dive.
Really?
And then Funimation announced one. And then Crunchyroll announced one.
Wow.
So I think there's like two possibly three people doing simulcasts. In other words, we have three different companies doing their own dubs for a single anime.
That'll be very interesting to hear. Like,
I want to have like all of them in just like one complete pack.
Oh yeah, just all of them simultaneously. Just hear it. It's just like a mumble of like.
No, it's like have Japan background, then High Dive, then Funimation, then Crunchyroll, all playing at the same time, and it just becomes this like inaudible like muffling.
Oh my god.
Well, cheers to you, Pop Team Epic, because you basically turned pop culture into an entire joke, and I can't thank you enough.
Plus, it has some very good laughs in there too. So again, the thing is, though, how did you suggest not only watching the anime but also getting the manga of it, or like the webcomic? It was originally a webcomic, but I guess now they're gonna publish the manga overseas for everyone to look at.
Oh gosh!
So
I cannot wait to see like the front cover being them just sticking up their middle fingers.
Middle finger.
Yes. Hey mom, I found this in Barnes & Noble. Jesus, what the?
It's like but I think I would suggest getting the either. I mean, if you don't understand Japanese, I mean, okay, but I would just get the original like Japanese one because just the cover. I mean,
yeah,
come
the
on,
cover alone.
It's a mixture of just like cute.
Yeah, it's these like cute faces and then these like highly defined like middle fingers.
Yeah, oh my god, it's amazing.
So, anything else you want to go on your topics list? Because I know there's one that sort of like relates to what my first topic is going to be.
Actually, the next one is going to be it might lead to it too, anyways. But upcoming movies. There's been a lot of just like You notice that there's a lot of sequels in a way.
Yeah, and the only original properties coming out is something that's basically kicking a dead horse.
Yeah, and I mean, there's some of them that are, I mean, I shouldn't say that. There's some that are like reimaginings, reworks, revise, sequels. But then at least there's some that are um like original. I think that's the thing that we lack a lot is original.
Yeah,
Actually, good
originality
original works.
is kind of like. I get why it's safer to do that. Why do you think Assassin's Creed went yearly for a while?
Yeah,
And now every Ubisoft game has to have a sandbox in it.
yeah. So I really hope that like in this you know year that it will have at least some original, like actual original shows. Well, I
Original
mean,
shows? They're showing shows in theaters now, or are they that
yeah, they're
desperate?
showing Ready Player One. I think is that on there?
That's a movie, not a show.
I mean, I said movies.
Yes, but you said show early. Oh my god.
Well, you get the point.
No, I'm going to go into this because I believe that they will sell shows in movie theaters because there actually something that came out sort of recently by the Wrap. Movie theater attendance hits a 24-year low and ticket prices rise nearly 4%.
Jesus.
The average price in 2017 is $8.93, so very close to $9.
Almost none. Oh my god.
And the last year's average was $8.65.
Huh.
But the interesting thing for me is the fact that I'll send you the link. Is that it again? It's down. It's hit this yearly low, and at first I think, wait, why is that the case? But then I start thinking that I'm no longer the audience for these movies anymore. It feels like, and even if that's the case, I can just go rent it on Amazon Prime. I can just do all these little things on the internet rather than go near go near a theater.
Yeah, that's kind of a bit of a
Yeah.
bad thing. I kind of hope that at least they keep going a bit more on their theaters because I think the also one is that it hasn't been much movies. I mean, I shouldn't say that bad movie. I mean, there's still gonna be good movies out there, but I think it's kind of it's getting a little more. It's kind of losing steam, I should say.
Yeah, we have so many sequels, remakes, reboots, just coming out like that, and the originals are not really getting that much attention. On the graph here, by the source being Box Office Mojo, the peak of box office sales appeared to look like it came from the middle between 2000 and 2005, and it's been slowly going down ever since, with some peaks but not really enough to, I feel justify, I guess, the direction so far. And again, I'm part of the audience that doesn't really go to theaters anymore, and even if it's the case, it's very rarely. I've only been last year I only went to go see Deadpool in theaters.
Yeah, I think one thing is that it's just due to some folks just.
And I guess to continue from my point, the only movie I saw in theaters really this year was No Game No Life, which was a special event, so sort of thing, like the Famicom events. So I think it's just clear to me that I don't really pay attention to the Western market for movies anymore. They're just It just so. What,
it feels like it's just a lacks originality for some reason.
It's yes, that, and even when it tries to do a remake, it doesn't feel like it does it well. I will go to the Beauty and the Beast remake, and one, I do think that Emma Watson's voice is too auto-tuned. You can hear it in the preview, in the previews for the movies. You can just hear it. The second is that it's feels like it's trying to be more realistic, but in the same way, like, it's too horrifying, actually. Mrs. Potts, you know, like, how her face?
Yeah.
It's on the side this time. Like, it's, did you know that?
Mrs. Potts is, oh, yeah.
That was just, like, you had a perfect design already, and you decided it shouldn't be like that.
Let's just move that over here.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, and like, again, the world just feels too real, and the beast design looks kind of not as good, not as fluid.
Yeah, it's a little bit disappointing.
But even then, like, I was thinking about going to see, like, The Last Jedi, but after hearing, like, I mainly went into to basically say, ha, No Game, No Life, Zero is a better movie. Ha! But even then, like, I decided not to go because of one, what EA did with Star Wars, which is technically a different topic, but it did feel like it kind of hurt the brand for me a bit. But it's also because it was so mixed. It was so mixed. And honestly, I just decided to say, fuck it. I'd rather just watch it on my own time, not the fears, because people have said, people have gone to a showing 2-3 times, and it feels like people are saying the average amount of times you see The Last Jedi is 3 times, which I think that is a terrible thing. If you have to watch the movie multiple times just to get it, that's actually more of a bad movie in my opinion, because you are forcing yourself to look for something better in a movie at that point. And so I ended up just being like, no, I'm kind of just done watching movies. He's at the theater. At least that's what it feels like to me. At least my stance right now. Maybe if they actually get, like, you know, movies that I wouldn't mind seeing. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing the My Hero Academia movie in theaters. But
yeah.
Let's face it, Hollywood, like the Western Hollywood, it's been having a hard time in general trying to capture people in seats.
Yeah.
And honestly, I just feel like everyone is just, like, not really wanting to. I do want to see The Shape of Water, Guillermo del Toro's new movie. The Shape of Water. I just didn't really feel like the motivation to even, like, go and decide, hey, how about I go to the theater?
Yeah, it's a little bit down. You know, speaking of movies.
Yeah?
I just looked through oh god. Wait, well then again, there were 3 books on this thing. You know 50 Shades of Black and White?
50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, pretty much.
I understand. You wanted to not even bring up that. I understand.
Yeah, it just I think there were 3 books about it.
Yeah, there are. Why do you like say that?
Well, I guess this year they're gonna do the last film, the 50 Shades Freed.
Did anyone, like, see the second one? I didn't. I barely saw any, like, promotion for that.
I seen, like, a rarity of it.
Which is interesting, given, like, the hype for the first one, because of, I guess, like, it's terrible. But I guess people are like, okay, we're just done, like, trying to promote this movie for real.
Alright, so... Oh god, that's kind of bad. So, Rotten Tomatoes sound good. I mean, it's a good place as I'm going to do that, for example. Review, the website Rotten Tomato, the film has an approval rate of 10% based on 170 reviews, with an average rate of 3.3 out of 10. For this the 50 Shades Darker situation.
Wow. So yeah, with a movie like that, I can understand why people don't want to go to the cinemas.
Dude, holy shit! I found something a little bit funny. You know the Golden Raspberry Awards?
Yeah.
I think it's like recognizing the worst films in 2015.
Yeah.
So, for the 50 Shades of Grey, the first one.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 awards were won. Given to that one. Worst picture, worst actor, worst actress, worst screen combo, and worst screenplay. Ugh.
Wow.
Yeah, and the rest of it is nominated, which is the worst director.
What a great way to promote Hollywood.
I mean, I can understand it. That's the thing. If you want to make a movie based on a book, it has to be good.
Yeah.
That's a big thing, though.
But let's just face it. There's already talks of Your Name live action being produced by J.J. Abrams right now.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that was news like months ago, and the only reason, I've seen the movie. It is very good. I don't think it's as good as The Silent Voice, but that's mainly just because of how it personally connects to me. But I will say that, how the fuck are they going to do a Hollywood adaptation, not a Japanese Hollywood adaptation, American Western adaptation of Your Name?
Of Your Name.
Yes, of Your Name. I don't know how they're even going to do it, and honestly, I don't want to go see the movie because I don't want to support it.
And that's another thing. If you're gonna do like a Americanization or localization, whatever the heck it is,
you have to do it right. The problem is that Your Name is deep in Japanese culture, in my opinion, and because of that, it doesn't really feel like it's going to do well at all. Maybe they could find a way, but all the way down to how they switch bodies, it's just. This is why I don't want to go support Hollywood anymore. This is why I just turned to Japan.
Yeah, Japan or the other ones. Here's the thing, though. Apparently, I guess some of the other shows from other countries are a little bit better now than us. I don't know. Is this a lack of it? I just really wish, at least for once, there would be a good movie. I think there was one good movie. I would say is good.
Apparently, people have been saying there's good movies on Netflix now these days. People are slowly going to going to that instead these days. If you look at Red Letter Media put out a video about their sort of wrap ups, and a lot of them were from Netflix, and were very interesting. Ben Status, I think it was called. It was a Ben Stiller movie, but apparently it's really good. There's some other ones too. I know Ghost Story, but it's actually made for I guess more of the more of the film geek kind of crowd. I guess I think from what I remember, but all I remember is that Netflix seems like the way to go. People are going there more for movies these days than yeah. And it doesn't help that Slender Man is getting a movie when it's kind of late.
Yeah.
It feels like it's either too late. It's they sort of took the Fred approach, and as soon as they got a green light, they rushed into production. They sort of done that.
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing to see too. It's just didn't that die off
Yeah,
A
and
long time ago.
Yes, I remember. I was in high school. When Slenderman was big.
Yeah, I was in high school too. It's just like, this is very weird. It feels awkward too.
But the thing, I didn't even watch the trailer because like, it just no.
Yeah, you want to, I really kind of am bummed out about
What?
the lack of martial art movies. I fucking love martial art movies, dude.
Yeah. How come there's not? I feel like there's not much of that anymore because the majority of Americans.
There was
are
only
fat.
one last year. There was only one that I knew, and it was with
Really?
Jackie Chan. Yeah, it was with Jackie Chan.
Huh? Wait, but the movie he's in now is like an action movie. The Foreigner.
Yeah, The Foreigner.
It's I did see like a video like by someone about about like how like Ruby now isn't as good as Ruby back then, but something that sort of like clicked in my mind was like apparently see focus a bit on the martial arts of how it's done, and I was like, holy fucking shit, that makes so much sense. Mm-hmm. Why can't more like I guess animes or mangas like do that?
Yeah.
I get 2D 3D is not as preferred as 2D in the anime scene. I think that's slowly changing with like Land of the Illustrious, but I don't get why we can't have martial arts like movies these days, unless it is because we are all too fat and lazy.
Dude, I grew up with fucking martial arts stuff, so it's just like, it's one of those things that bums me out immensely. It's just like, but I want martial art movies. It's pretty much like my bread and butter thing. It's like, oh yeah, that looks
cool. So yeah, I guess I just cemented myself as I'm fine with no longer going to movie theaters. I will go with friends, I will say that, but they have to like sort of like convince me, to go. Like Disaster Artist, I guess I just need like more convincing than, hey, you want to go? So I guess on to your next topics.
We did the movie theater. And we did all the we did pretty much movie theater and upcoming movies like at the same time. So, pop culture.
Pop culture where?
Japan pop culture, because last time we talked about a specific someone doing a specific thing.
Wait, we did? I did. I don't remember us talking about it like in that episode.
I think we only talked a little bit about it.
Bloody hell. Actually, you know what? While you talk, let me just check out the let me just check out when I posted like.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but the pop culture I'm talking about is Japanese pop culture.
Yeah, no, we never talked about it because it was uploaded on December 27th, like a nice little small edit of it. So, everyone was talking about it, so I didn't really like want to bring it up, and I feel like the best points that were made was by Gaijin Goomba and the Anime Man, in my opinion.
Yes.
And so that's why I didn't bring it up. But you can bring it up if you want to.
Oh no, it's just that due to all of that, it's just like, you know what? Instead of talking about him, let's talk about Japan itself, its culture. A little bit of a education role situation, in my opinion. You might learn a little bit of this too. So I'm going to talk about like maybe some of the ones you might have heard of.
Right.
Yeah. So let's talk about another one called cafes. No, another one. Let's just first talk about
like maid cafes.
Well, there is such a thing as that.
Okay, so you're talking about just the cafes in general?
Yes, but the thing is that it's not. Each cafe is not equally the same. So what you just described is just one of these cafes, which is maid cafe. Cafes in Japan, it's pretty much another good place of like how should I say? Because they try to be respectful to you. Their goal is to be respectful, of your to you. You rarely hear about like them like going against you or whatever it is. They're very polite. That's what they're mostly about. But it's each one is very different. There's ones that are like simply just like a normal cafe you just walk into and just drink. And then there's the maid cafes that you talk about, where a maid gives you, food, coffee. Some of them even call you, sama, all that.
Oh.
Oh, but but there are some other cafes that isn't only just for that is maids. There's a bunny cafe, cat cafe. Yes. So these cafes, you just have cats roaming all over the place.
And the bunny one?
You pet the bunnies.
Okay, for a second I thought I was like, this is how bad the fan service side of anime has got me. I thought it was like people dressed up as like Playboy bunnies.
Playboy situation?
Yes.
I mean, I bet there's one out there. But yeah, there's a lot of different cafes out there, and each one has their own themes, which is kind of unique in a way. I mean, when you think of here, I mean, there might be small pockets of them, like in some places, and they have their own style, but it's always the basic, go in, drink, chat, that's it. But for, like, in Japan, there's a lot of different types of, like, cafes out there, which are mostly, like, different themes, and they do that very well. I think there's an anime cafe somewhere.
I think there's a Kamen Rider and a Capcom cafe.
Yes, there's a Kamen Rider one.
There's also like I know there's like these little small pop-up like limited edition cafes. I know Super Bunny Hop went to a Kirby one.
Hmm. Oh, I always forget the other one. There's a well-known one called Gudetama. One. It's an adorable character. I remembered when I was there. But there are some like various types of ones with different themes, and some of them are, as you said, are limited. And it's very interesting to see these ones too, because you also have to remember about the food, because the food also kind of reflects the cafe as well. What was one of them? One of them was, I believe one of them was a Hello Kitty one, actually, which, popular mascot over there.
Yeah.
And you notice that I think, food overall, which I'll talk about later, it looks perfect. I shouldn't say it looks perfect. I mean, there's always going to be some flaws, but they try to make it look clean, perfect looking, and decorative as possible. And it's kind of the one where, like, I kind of want to eat this because it looks very nice situation. And they do it very well with the food. They do very well with latte art. They kind of do latte art on some of your drinks. It's kind of like, ooh, nice.
Oh, but yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, so it's an interesting thing for each cafe. And I kind of say this first because, well, I mean, isn't our like podcast based on a cafe situation?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean that's a good start to starting some pop culture. Start with the cafe.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's even like there's some very good ones out there. So if you go to Japan, look for like an interesting cafe, especially the cat one. A lot of people love that.
Actually, speaking of Japan, I guess I'll put in my next topic that I wanted to talk about. And it's kind of like the weird side of Japan, but I actually like this side of Japan. Let me send it to you because I didn't tell you about this, and because I wanted to see your reaction.
Okay, what the fuck?
Yep. So basically, a new like sort of, I guess, not really a trend, but something that's trying to get off the ground is chibi anime girls with breasts so big they can't walk, so they have to lay on them.
You know, some of the
You okay?
Excuse me, my brain is processing.
I don't. Here's the thing. I don't find this sexy at all. I actually find this cute and adorable.
Yeah, I find this cute and adorable in a way, but at the same, it's cute and adorable, in one way, and then on the other side, just there's a bit of me is just like, I have mixed feelings about this.
Why?
It's like, I don't want to be rude to the artists in a way. I mean, it's very good art. I have to admit, it's very good art.
Mm-hmm.
But half of these, well, two things. Half of these characters don't seem to. Okay, you know what? Actually, never mind.
Oh my god. Just get it out there, man. Just try to get it out.
Okay. Why?
Because Japan.
Yeah. Okay. It's just like, if I see like someone with those in real life, I would be kind of like, whoa. At the same time, be like, oh. So, whoa and oh at the same time. So it's like, whoa.
Like it's like, oh, that's interesting, and oh, I feel cringed.
I know. Yeah.
Yes, I hit the bullseye.
Yeah. The thing is, though, here's the thing. Though, I'm looking at the comments below. Yeah, there's a mixed feelings at the comments below.
Really? I didn't even check the comments.
Yeah, look down and you just have these comments of just like, "Hey, cool though."
Oh, the first one I saw. Did the creator just?
Did the creator just?
Recently stumbled upon the inflation method.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ! I think that was the second thing that came up to mind. Is just like,
that thing is not a pillow. Okay.
I mean, yeah. What the fuck?
I find this both cute and adorable. I wouldn't mind seeing more of it, but I can get why people like you do not like. I don't like this.
Yeah, again, it's cute. I mean, if they shrink the boobs to like, I'll be honest, shrink it to like the normal size and just give them a big giant. Actually, no, you can do that. You can just, instead of big honkers, why not just I mean, I bet the artist can do this. Instead, like, make like two pillows, or like make two cat pillow situation, or like animal pillows.
But that's not how you get the teenage demographic. You gotta get the teenage demographic, man. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you okay?
I need to drink my tea. Hold up.
What? Yeah, what about medication?
No, I'm drinking my tea. That I need to.
No, you save it for the end. You said.
I need to clear my mind.
No, fuck you. You're not drinking now.
I need it to clear my mind, please. I need it.
I haven't been drinking mine yet.
Take a sip of it.
No, fuck you. I'm not opening right now.
Oh my god.
I hope you
know
spill it.
Oh no, I think we'll have something that won't spill. I'm not gonna spill it on my workspace. Jeebus.
Jeebus Cheebits.
Jeebits. Yeah. All right. So, what was the other one I was gonna talk about?
How about talk more about the adorable pig?
Just no.
This is how much I have been corrupted by anime.
Anime was a mistake. No, I'm just kidding.
If anime was a mistake, then why am I not going to the theaters?
Yeah, I don't
know. So yeah, I guess your other topic was.
Oh, we're still in
Oh, anime. You're in like respecting the dead territory. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
that too. Out of the subject. What the fuck? So I just found something kind of funny.
What?
It's Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
So there's a list of like commercials of him, in a commercial of him. He's in coffee commercials, and they're pretty funny.
In Japan?
Yes, in Japan.
Oh my gosh.
I think there's some funny stuff there. I have to say it's pretty good, but yeah, it fits in. For some reason, he kind of fits in this commercial very well. Anyways, about the next one. Yeah, it's the Japanese culture in about the dead. So let me get the subject in my hands though, because my goodness. Okay, so there was a particular thing that I noticed about Japan is that they have a way of respecting it. They don't see like, oh, you gotta buy a coffin. Yeah, you don't buy a coffin. Usually, traditionally, it's by cremation.
All right.
And they still keep. How should I say this? Of course, you have to mourn for the dead, but they try to at least keep going and remember like the dead, respecting the dead. It's pretty much like the Day of the Dead situation in Mexico. They have the way of drawing on rituals and belief on respecting it. So burial customs for their own. Jesus Christ, I'm starting like hell for their loved ones and. Yes, sorry. And it's very, like, wow, dude. It's an amazing thing to see, especially in in their cinemas as well, on how they interpret how the people die. So
really,
yeah.
Can you give any recommendations
on what?
I guess on topic in like Japanese films or like shows that talk or relate to like death in that culture.
I'm trying to think of one. There were a lot of ones based on it, but I think the most well-known one was actually there were a lot of well-known ones on that too, because of it. I think there was like one on oh yeah, there was one, because in Japan the forest that that guy went to, the suicide forest.
Actually I prefer to address it. It's like and it's a name before it was called that.
I don't know. But,
I'm looking it up right now.
Okay. But yeah, there were like a lot of movies, and I would love to show it to you, but apparently the entire thing is like filled with freaking Death Note thing. That does not make any sense.
It's the forest is called Aokigahara, also known as the
Aokigahara.
sea. Yeah, Aokigahara.
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 Aokigahara. Sorry, I need to work on the English.
I need. Don't worry. I need to work on that too.
It's also known as the Sea of Trees, and I believe it's facing the opposite side of the mountain. So,
Yeah, the foot of the mountain.
Yeah, on the foot of the mountain, which is, I guess, why there are so many trees in that area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Continue.
But yeah, I wouldn't suggest any of the films. I shouldn't say that. There's a lot of these films on those, but due to Death Note just freaking filling the shit of it, I can't find the name of one of them I remembered. But
Damn.
it's annoying as heck.
Yeah.
Hey, I like the American one.
That represents death properly, and not like a terribly edgy Disney Channel movie.
Hi, email. No, it's okay. But no, I do have to say though, there is one. It was a festival for the dead in Japan. And I think we also do that here. Sometimes, depending on the area that you're in. What was the name? I think it might have. Yeah, it's the Obon Festival. Yeah, it's pretty much it's a traditional festival over there, and it's believed that for spirits are believed to come back around this day during the Obon to visit relatives. Which is pretty much like the Day of the Dead in Mexico, I believe. And it's usually around I think August 15th? August 15th or August 13th. I barely remember because I actually went to one before. But that's the thing. They have high regards to the for the dead, and I still remember that situation on that video, even though he took it down. It's just
Yeah. I honestly don't wish to even address him by his name anymore after.
Yeah, I don't wish to address him either, but
no, I addressed him by his name anymore. Sorry.
Oh no, I don't. It's
Mike kind of cut me off a bit there. I don't wish to address him by his name anymore. I'd rather address him as the guy who basically filmed a dead body in Japan.
Yeah,
I feel like that's all he should be known for, and YouTube took. I remember. Sorry that I'm slowly going to go off topic and possibly in my own.
Actually, no, you're not going off topic because what you're going to be talking about.
Going off topic and slowly into my own, I guess, direction to my topic.
Oh no. Okay then. Okay.
Okay, and it took 9 to 10 days for YouTube to do any kind of response. Remember?
Oh yeah, I really. Oh, God.
And even then, it didn't. It's a YouTube apology. YouTube knows how to do a YouTube apology, and I'm just trying to think of there's oh yeah, it's the day after they actually took action and put the hammer on him.
Yeah, it's.
But people worried that it would trickle down to other
the smaller ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess before continue.
Yeah, it's kind of that kind of feeling because especially for ones who are slowly trying to get out there, like me and you.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like what feels like you did all this work to do this video. You did all this work to just have fun and make people happy, and then
this happens.
This happened, and it's like, well,
And YouTube is slowly becoming a place that its reputation is more controversial than
Yeah, like if you think of it back then, it's just like okay, but now.
I'm gonna go slightly off topic. And have you ever heard of like a browser known as Brave?
Brave browser?
Yeah, Brave browser.
I never heard of it. What is it?
It's basically like a regular YouTube browse, but no, it's like a regular web browser. Except you can actually get like points or like bits to like, or as these call it, tokens to give to any creator of your choice, a web creator, a video creator, etc., and they sort of get money out of it. So it's like, oh, you're on YouTube, let me get you some bits still. Oh, you're on Twitch, here, have some of the bits from this site instead.
That's interesting.
And I bring this up because of the newest change and my final, I guess, big topic for this sorry, you're talking in the other room and I'm having a hard time concentrating. Is there what they recently did, and I'm also going to add in a little bit of something else interesting that I found out today. But first, it turns out that YouTube is basically sort of like cutting people out of, not some people, a lot of people out of the basically like out of the monetization field because of one thing. You now have to have 1,000 subscribers and over 4,000 or 40,000 watched hours in the last 12 months.
Oh my god.
And no one was grandfathered in. Nobody was given this immunity, and it's becoming harder and harder, and it's slowly becoming a 1% kind of situation with the site.
Yeah, and I think people have come to the point where they kind of are forced to. I mean, thank goodness Patreon didn't do this. They're forced to go with Patreon. Yeah. They're forced to do like coffee. I highly suggest coffee. People say that it's a pretty good thing. I might do that as well, but.
What I will say about Patreon situation is I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to give more money to the creators, but also screwing over the it's also screwed over the I guess the patrons in the progress. They didn't mean to do this. They wanted to give more money to the creators. It's just that they accidentally did this, and they sort of like went back on it later, which I'm glad they did, especially for a tech company in this day and age. That
yeah, especially, and also to do that, especially as you said, the situation with YouTube, they feel like, because they do all that work and they wish to have their work out there. They want it out there. They want people to be happy, but then it's kind of like, okay, I might just put an ad revenue into it because I might need some money. I mean, for commercials, I mean, okay, some people might say you're a sellout or something like that, but when these guys did all their work, did all this to make someone happy, to make all that, it kind of feels that situation like, I don't want to beg people like, hey, I've made this for you, give me money, because that's the last thing creators want to do with their folks.
The worst part about this, I would say, like one of the outcomes of this is that people are blaming that guy who basically filmed the dead body in Japan because of not only how close this was, but this felt more like an aftermath of it. I think from what I heard from Philip DeFranco, it wasn't, but it definitely felt like it. It felt so close, and now it's the biggest problem, at least with this. and I'm going to say like something else that I found out. Apparently, Disney has signed signed like a contract for their like for like the gaming side of their like digital division to stream more on Twitch and to even produce more like video content for Switch. It sort of lines up with Twitch's most recent things, and that is sort of doing premieres and reruns of their stuff. Like if you, I'm looking on here, and like there's 2 new options for like videos now. There's no more podcasts, even though I do kind of like the name of it, so I'm kind of keep it, which is might be a bit of a bad thing in the end. But I do see it as sort of a way of Twitch not only combating against it, YouTube in a way, and slowly getting the upper hand, in my opinion, because this, but also companies are seeing this. If Disney signed a deal with Twitch and not YouTube, that's a sign that the focus of digital content creating is going away from YouTube and more to places like Twitch, and I get that. My problem with, I guess, with Twitch being high up is because it doesn't really. It feels like it's only a place for gaming, and you can't really upload anything else. I would love to upload like my videos like a Centaur's life and world building. It's just that I don't feel safe to put it in any other category right now. And the other thing is, like, Twitch has a very no tolerance policy. Like, it feels like they could ban you at any sort of notice if you do go off trail. But I understand why. And here's the thing that honestly I feels like that this is sort of why Twitch is sort of like high on there, I guess, right now. It's like they do have this like no tolerance policy from what it feels like, and because of it, it has helped them out in the end. It has helped out with their image. Like, like if there's like a bad stream up like for about any kind of topic, boom, they're on it. Like, there's no policy announcement, there's none of that. They take action just like that.
Yes.
Which, again, I do see that as a good thing, especially with your competition now being YouTube, which is
kind of going in a...
I want to say it's going in like questionable. It's more favoritism. It's the worst kind of favoritism, in my opinion. Remember, with people connected what the vlogger did in Japan with what PewDiePie basically got his stuff banned for, and it was his feeling of favoritism, especially given like what happened.
Yeah, and especially for like the big, there's the big YouTubers and there's those small ones who are like, I mean, I can understand of course you got to start somewhere small, but it feels like your eyes like you make your own channel and then you're on your own.
Yeah.
It's like you do this, you do that, you got to do all that, you got to do these specific videos in a day, in those 12 days situations, like this. It kind of lets people scoot away instead of coming towards.
I know for a fact that while this Logan Paul situation is going up, I had in my back of my mind, I'm going to focus more on Twitch. I'm going to focus posting videos on DeviantArt, which is mainly for posting art, not videos. But I wanted to do it there because I didn't trust YouTube. And then they did this with Logan Paul. It made me feel like I can go back until they did something like this. I feel like I can't really go anywhere in YouTube now, and it's too big for me to do anything. So it's either like a Twitch or anywhere else. There used to be VidMe. You know me. I was the big advocate.
You did VidMe before, and
I was the biggest advocate in my little circle for VidMe. It's sad to see that go now. I still have I still have like vidme.com as a tab in one in one of my windows because I had so much faith in that website that I can't really let go to that last little pibble.
Yeah, I do have to say this, and forgive me if this might sound a bit on the rude side. YouTube has to know that they're a big company.
They do know.
They do know this, but they have to remember that they have to not only think about the big guys, they have to think about the little guys too, because the big guys, they didn't start like, hey, I popped up like this guy. Popped like, famous.
Yeah.
They started small. And they're on top, but now it's kind of hard for other folks to just feel like they should be on top, and it kind of sways away a lot of these people who just want to have fun, who just wants to do stuff to make people happy, like some like basic videos and whatnot, and it just doesn't feel like you're doing anything of worth. They make you feel like how should I say this? Yeah, it just feels like you did all this work, and it's like, what's the point? Why did I just waste all my time just doing this? It just makes you sway away from it, and they have to know that some of these rules will either make them a good a good community, or it will be just a buff. Because I know YouTube is a mixture of like sub communities and whatnot, but a community as a whole, they have to remember that they have to know what is right and what is wrong, and what could be an advantage or what can be a disadvantage. And I really hope that they will listen to these people on the situation, because I mean, there's always an up and down situation, but when it gets more strict on the situation, what's the point of putting videos on a community that just doesn't care, pretty much?
Yeah. I will say that as soon as this was announced, a lot of YouTubers basically said like, keep at it, keep doing what you're doing, just keep like working at it, and just like keep going. You will see that success one day. And I will admit, I do believe that. I do believe that if you keep working at it, you will get higher up. You will see that success. It might take a while, especially with YouTube now, but just basically keep at it, and you will see success.
Yeah, you will see a bit of progress on that. I mean, it's, as I said, small steps. It takes small steps, Take small steps, and you'll get there.
Yeah, I know. For me, like, I'm definitely going to take those small steps now. I know, like, it's not really going to. I'm not. I'm probably going to post out less and less videos, and with like how I want to sort of make like videos now, yeah, I can definitely see me sort of like pumping out videos less, even though I pump out art time-lapse videos pretty quickly.
Yeah, I need to actually do that too. I need to actually wait for a specific laptop to be sent to me, and then I'll start some videos on there.
All right. I guess that's done with my topic. So I'm now curious about this laptop. What kind is it?
Oh, what kind? Oh, no, okay. That's not part of the subject, but anyway. I kind of want to have a normal. It's a good laptop I have. It's decent. It has some good stuff on it, but every time I do like a game on it, it kind of stresses a lot. You can like feel its heat.
Oh yeah, that's definitely with some of my old laptops, especially this one. Sometimes I'm feeling the heat right now as it's streaming. Yeah.
So what I'm deciding to do is like, you know what? I might regret it, but fuck it. I'm gonna buy a laptop, another laptop.
What kind of laptop?
I was hoping to just do a normal laptop, but here's the thing that's weird. like if there's a customize and buy situation on this.
What kind of brand? What kind of like model is it?
Oh, it's a HP.
HP, and like, do you know what kind it is? Like,
I think it was an Omen.
I swear to fucking God! I swear to fucking God! I swear to fucking God!
What?
Omen. How much are those? Like,
you okay?
I swear to fucking God! I swear. Come on, tell me the price. This slow ass piece of shit. Like, what kind of like is it like an Omen something like Omen? I just want to see the price of a fucking Omen laptop.
Oh, let me see. Let me look it up.
All right. You can tell I'm slowly rising up there. Mm-hmm.
They're not cheap. I do remember they're not cheap.
Yeah, they're not fucking cheap.
No, wait. Here's the thing that's weird. I looked up for a standard laptop and I said, okay, it's this much. Like it was like less than the Omen. But when I added like the other things, like this will be good, this will be good. It all of a sudden became from less expensive than the Omen to more expensive than the Omen.
Like a regular Omen, not Omen X.
Like a regular
A regular Omen. Okay, so let me just look up.
Regular Omen laptop.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see.
If I can just get to fucking Google. Thank you. God damn it. I'm getting a bit of lag on my end.
I think I'm getting that too. What the fuck? That's weird.
It's like regular.
Oh fuck! I got the wrong one.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, here we go.
God damn it! I can't. Hey, let me try to go for this. Oh my god.
So sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay. Where did you post like the price?
Oh wait. Let me actually.
Okay,
click on this.
I'm finally at. Oh my.
There we go.
Did you just okay? Did you get like the which one did you get?
I think I got the one that was the customize and buy one.
Oh. Which one was that?
Okay, it's the 15T gaming one. You okay?
Fuck you! Fuck you!
What?
You are a lucky son of a bitch.
Lucky? I'm broke. I'm broke.
Yes. I have a $500 laptop. You bought like a $800 laptop. Oh, poor you.
Yes, I'm broke.
So wait. Oh wait, you bought that and now you're broke?
That's why I need to go get a job. I said it was a dumb purchase.
No, a dumb purchase is me buying a bunch of manga for like over $100.
No,
that is not a dumb purchase. You can utilize that to make videos.
You have manga so you can read.
No, but all I can do is read. I can't do video editing on a fucking manga. Do you hear this? Do you hear this? Oh my god, get in there. Hear this? Do you hear that? Do you hear this? That's me getting out my ramen. We're done. We're done. This is gonna be a thing, isn't it? This is like we had this sort of breakdown before we started drinking.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun.
But no, I highly suggest this. I mean, you can customize it. It will be a lot more expensive, but
yeah.
I highly suggest this one when it's on sale.
Yeah.
Because I would say if you want to do gaming, get it, worth it, do it.
Oh my god. Okay. I say this is a good place to like just end the stream.
Mhm.
All right.
Jesus
So
Christ.
thank you guys for coming out, and hopefully we'll see you next time for your next PopKa Podcast.
Yeah.
GG and see you later.
See you later, everybody.